Hey everybody, how we doing today? Beautiful day here in the Florida Keys. Bam! Got the red kayak. I'm out here on the flats. I'm all rigged up. Got the fish finder set up. Started first try. Bam! Now that I know that I can't look at it sideways with my polarized lenses, but we're good there. So I'll shut that guy off, save the batteries in case I get stuck way out there and I need the, the guidance and the light. But we're gonna go out. You can see how cloudy it is, which can be a bad thing during summer, but if you look at the clouds, none of these are those violent cumulus clouds where they're dark on the bottom and they rise way up there in the clouds and it's just a big steep cloud like that, and they're coming running along just destroying everything in its path, and you'll see lightning going off in the middle of it and it just looks dangerous. These are all poofy, bunny, little bluebird sky clouds, so I'm not too concerned about those. So we're gonna go ahead and make a run out, see what happens. So it's a little bit windier, see a little bit of whitecaps out there, but we should be okay. Just kind of put out there. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna go out. We'll see how it is. I do want to put some quality time along the reef in the evening, see how that goes, but always keeping an eye out for birds and bait busting and weed lines like usual. But that's the plan. Alrighty, we've made it out to the old channel marker there. So this is kind of like the beginning of the reef. See a few boats out there at the edge of the reef. Not sure, they're probably all just yellowtail and bottom fishing. But yeah, not too bad here. Have a bit of a breeze, a little bit of chop, but otherwise not a bad day. I like to use this channel marker as my guide for heading out. It's about 30 degrees angled to the west from heading straight out from my launch. The reason why is because the current generally runs west to east, so Key West to Miami. So by angling out towards the west, as I'm fishing full around, the whole time the current is drifting me east. So by the end of the day, I don't want to be out towards Marathon side or out in the middle of the channel, so this gives me a little bit of a leeway. And then on the way back, as I angle in, I'm always getting pushed in the right direction. So that's what this marker is good for the kayakers coming out to the reef. It's always good to have an indicator that you can visually see, so you can see your progress, how far away you are. It's more of a mental thing, but it's good to know like an end point. Otherwise you're just looking out into the middle of the ocean and it goes on forever and you don't know how far you need to go. But these guys are judging me. But otherwise, we're just gonna head out to the other edge of the reef. I'll check that out a little bit and then figure out where I'm gonna go from there. Man, these guys are not giving it up. Usually these guys fly away right away, but there's not very many markers or places for them to sit around, so they're saying mine, mine, mine. Got good clarity on the bottom, even though it's a little rocky out here, but visibility is pretty good. Alrighty, we are out here in the blue, 190 feet, and then some nice blue water out here. So definitely got wet getting out here. You kind of see, soaked. A lot of splashing, a lot of salt water drinking. I like to think of it as waterboarding practice. But yeah, I think I'm going to just start at 200 here and just start slow trolling around and see what's out. It's a little bit harder to see stuff around, but you never know. And I don't think I'm going to go too far out today. The good thing is the wind is coming out of the southeast, blowing northwest. So that's actually perfect winds for breaking down. So naturally I'll be pushing towards the island or towards US 1. But the current is going west to east, but I'll be blowing a little bit out of an angle. So I'll end up getting pushed straight back. Or that's the way I like to think about it. But otherwise beautiful out here, so we're just gonna see what we can find. Found this pretty thick little sargassum island. There's a ton of life underneath there, which is good to see, but that's kind of what we're looking for. You can see them, they'll come out if they see anything possibly food related. Nothing big hanging out with them, but lots of little bait fish. The other good thing is I see quite a few, not quite a few, about a half a dozen other boats trolling around within relatively close area here, so hopefully that means something good. So hopefully we have a good sargassum line a little bit farther out. Maybe some fish around too if these guys are all hanging out. There's more guys out trolling than there are on the reef, so that's pretty good to see. So we'll keep heading out and hopefully run into something like that, but maybe like 10 times, 20 times bigger, and we'll just sit there all day. Well, we are out here at 4:57. There's just a little sparse weed line, just not very many sargassum packs together. There's just kind of scattered loosies. They're somewhat tight, so it's manageable to troll alongside them, but without more, it's just not really worthwhile. Debating whether to keep on going, because I'm seeing nothing. All right, we'll keep going till the next line for 550 feet, and then that'll be it. Well, I finally saw my first bird. That's a good sign. Not working though, it's just flying. But usually they'll fly along a weed line, so we'll see. Oh, there we go. Now we got one. Stay down. Oh, dolphin. Looks like a decent one. Oh, don't jump off. Little guy. Oh, swimming towards me. I was trolling along, and then a boat came up behind me, checking me out like, what are you doing out here? Another guy named Steve, but at least he gave me the rundown. I mean, he said there's a lot of mahi out there, but another 5 miles out from where I'm at. And I'm like, man, I don't think I'm gonna go out that far today, because then you're looking at about 25 miles. There's a nice dolphin. Ate the paddle tail. No buddies with you. Got him on the troll. Nice one. All fired up. Jumped a couple times, he's all wore out. You gonna jump? Don't fight, don't fight. Oh, 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 oh. What am I doing here? Oh. Yeah, it's not good. Oh, fired up. There it goes. Yeah, not too bad. You'd be dinner for somebody, but not for me. Don't kick around. I'm gonna let you go if I can get the hook out. There it goes. All right. Blue water dolphin. Mahis. Get out of here. All right, skunk is off. And I am 650 foot. That's exactly the spot, the farthest spot I went out this year. That's only marks I've got, so X marks the spot, I guess. See my tracks, yeah, that's the farthest one, so right there. Fishies are around, happy days. This is basically what I'm running. 1 ounce All About the Bait jig head. Trolling pretty quick, so the weight is enough to keep it down. 4-inch paddle tail with the eye kit. That one I actually caught was a glow with a green back that I painted, but I don't think it really makes a difference. So let's do a little bit more trolling around. I want to see if I can find that 50-foot hump out here that I found the other day. Yeah, I found it. I'm back on it. It's just starting to come around. 50-foot relief. Yeah, so that's that kind of rise right there. So it goes from 650 to 600. So that's a 50-foot rise. That's pretty good. I'd come out here with my jig and stuff, but I don't even know if I've got 650 foot of line on my reel left. I'd have to make sure I re-spool it. But even though it looks small on here, it's a pretty big kind of mountain down there. So pretty interesting. Got it marked so I can come back here. Yeah, I just lost one right here. Then that bird's there, so he must have saw a little bit of commotion. Keep an eye on him. So maybe we'll work around this weed line area here, see if we can get any action. All right, so we were past our last long distance run. I think our first or second trip out, so this is a good confidence maker. Well, if I make it back. But it's not going to go out farther. I'd still have to go another 5 miles to get out to the good weed lines and where those guys were fishing and finding the easier mahi. But I'm going to run back just a little bit where I lost that last one, and it had a lot of broken weeds there. I can't troll in this stuff. I'm just snagging the sargassum every like minute, so it's just not worth it to try to troll. But I'll get in the thick of it, and then I'm just going to blind cast. The wind is blowing against the tide, so that should push me away from the tide, and then I'll just blind cast into the weeds and see if I can work them that way. And I'll still keep an eye out for any activity, but not seeing much. And it's kind of hard to tell with this kind of choppy water, but it's a new plan. Now that I turned around, that's a little bit worrisome there, but it's all puffy white, so might not be too bad. Then it breaks up over here, so I think I'm okay. All right, I think I'm gonna start heading back, try to get to the edge of the reef before it gets dark. Pretty far out here, and I'll just keep an eye out for stuff, and then I'll troll through any weed lines I find. Just kind of work our way back, see what we see. Coast Guard, I wonder if they're going to stop me. The name. Not one of the big cutters. Big swells. Oh, I'm on top of the world. I'm at the bottom of the world. Top of the world. They sent the Coast Guard back after me. Can't catch me. Too fast. I'm small but fast. That big old cruise ship back there too. Yeah, it was a good time to get out of the shipping channel. Don't want to be out there at nighttime. So we're over here, 225. I'm just gonna hang between the reef and then this 225. Found kind of a weed line, so wait for the sun to come down a bit, and then things should hopefully pick up. Maybe get some small bonitas and mahis again, and to get real lucky, get something bigger. We made it back in, sitting on top of the reef. Still got some good sun. Coast Guard cutters over there are still watching me. No, I think what they're doing is they're still running protection for these cruise ships, I'm assuming. It's probably heading to Miami, so but I'm just drifting along. It's actually, the wind is pushing me towards shore, which is nice if anything happens, and I think the tide is going the opposite direction. It could be going the same, I don't know, can't tell, but I'm going to push back out to 200 feet and just kind of wait it out as that sun sets, do a little bit more trolling along the edge and see what happens. That thing. Buoy for something. Make sure I get my line in so I don't get tangled. Big old buoy. Well, not real big, but wrap buoy. Is that tied to something, bird? Is that a marker? I think I see rope down below it. Yeah, get out of there. Sort of marker buoy. It's like it held a flag or something before. Got little tiny fishies on it. Yeah, no rope attached to it. Some sort of mooring ball. So that's kind of stuff that I'm finding inshore, but I want to find it way out there where I am 10 miles out, and then there'd be fishies on it. But not today. Got all these marks here. I'm actually going the wrong direction though. I think I need to go farther up and drift it again, see what those are. Alright, there was something. Hit it on the way up. What are you? What are you? No sharks. Mangroves. Mutton. Grouper. Oh, yellowtails. Nice yellowtail. That's what that was. It's just a Christmas tree of yellowtails. There we go. All about the bait. Paddle tail, 1 ounce jig head. Nice yellowtails. Cool. That's what that was. I don't know if there'll be more or not. The snappers are spawning. Summertime, heading the reef here. But that's what you kind of want to look for, is the Christmas tree. At least I know I just need to run up that way and then try to hit them again. Alrighty, I think I am done. Sun is setting. Sitting out here on the outside edge of the reef. I think what I just did is probably the more beneficial thing. Is summertime with the snapper spawn. They'll come out in edge of the reef and inside the reef and just kind of clump together, and can do good on mangroves, yellowtails, muttons. All the snappers are going to be spawning. Out here, I just got to go farther if I want to get into the mahis. Motor's running great. I'm confidence level back up to like a 92. So I wouldn't have a problem. Is if I can get out here earlier, I can go farther. So something to think about. But otherwise, we got a big storm coming the end of the week, so that's going to really churn things up. So after that week, after that big storm, I'll come back out, see what it looks like. If there's not really going to be some concentrated weed pads out here, then I've got to go way out there, 20-25 miles. So I'll have to see what we're going to do. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I will see you next video. Bye. Oh crap, I didn't even notice those clouds coming in. What the hell? Yeah, we got to get moving. I caught a ballyhoo. I didn't get skunked.